One of the first things Bob Iger did after securing his board at Disney, the Nelson Peltz try-in, hostile takeover of Disney failed. Didn't happen, even though a whole lot of fans wanted it to. But one of the first things Bob Iger does is he cancels a major Star Wars project, one that has been shown, one that has been promoted, one that has been bragged about, and now it's not happening at all. According to the report, Bob Iger waves goodbye to Star Wars, solidifies cancellation plan. Now, what exactly are we talking about? We're talking about what Disney holds most dear, their parks. Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars park, featured at both Disneyland and Disney World. Well, they were working on creating a Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland Paris. They've shown it in murals. There's been ads. They've spoken about it. It's coming. It's a coming attraction. And now it's completely off the books. Not being mentioned, not being talked about, not going to happen. And this is precisely how Disney cancels projects, anyways. The article tells us Bob Iger and the Walt Disney Company have once again decided to ignore instead of acknowledge the once promised Star Wars expansion in Disneyland Paris after silently cutting it from the budget. Today, Disney held their annual shareholders meeting. This is a report that came out last night, where it was confirmed that the Nelson Peltz would not be getting a seat on the board. During the call, though, Bob Iger shared details on the future of the Walt Disney Company to get audiences and shareholders excited on where they plan on going. Now, there was a little bit of backlash there because they're no longer live calls. It's AI generated voice asking, questions that had already been screened for approval. So Bob Iger's, totally prepared to answer these questions. It's totally scripted. They're basically taking a playbook out of Joe Biden's game plan there. But the article continues. When it came to the park section, while cool things were shared, such as the first look at the new Avatar World of Pandora that's going to be at Disneyland Resort, with what appears to be an all-new boat ride, some things were intentionally left out. The Walt Disney Company is pouring a massive $2.5 billion into expanding its beloved Paris theme park, but they are not going to be including the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at this time. Totally shelved, totally put on, cancellation. It's canceled. It's not going to happen. And why is it not happening? Because of what's happening with Star Wars. The brand is dying. For many people, it's dead already. There's no confidence from the fans in Disney Star Wars and what they have done to this once beloved franchise. They have killed it. So it makes total sense that they're not going to make Galaxy's Edge in Paris. Sorry to everybody in Europe that's a big Star Wars fan, but here's the thing. When you go to Galaxy's Edge, you don't see original trilogy or prequel trilogy characters. You walk around and see the First Order, the First Order stormtroopers, the First Order officers. You see Rey and Kylo Ren. How many people want to go see that? Very few. So, an unfortunate bit of news for the dozens of Disney Star Wars fans that are out there, but for the rest of us, we saw this coming. There's going to be more and more cancellation. Star Wars is just going to slowly fade away because they don't know what they're doing. Thanks for being here at Echo Base Network. Let me know in the comments what you think. We'll see you on the next one.